Good morning, welcome to Harbor Highlights.
On today's show, we have an unstoppable tip and a special report about sports and social media.
This and more, so stay tuned.
Good morning, Harbor Highlights. I'm Ryan.
And I'm Jocelyn. To start our show today, please stand and join us in saying the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. In last week's Unstoppable Tip, we talked about finding support to help you reach your goal.
Have any of you girls participated in Girls on the Run?
If you have, tell your friends about how fun it is to go to the office to pick up the form to sign up for the middle school program.
This new middle school program is called Heart and Soul, designed to address the needs of today's upcoming teen.
Listen to their mission. We believe that every girl can embrace who she is, can define who she wants to be, can raise to any challenge, can change the world.
That mission statement involves our unstoppable tip for today.
In order to be unstoppable, you have to believe that you can be when you believe in yourself. That is confidence.
Confident people do not run away from a difficult challenge. They boldly face it and believe that they will overcome it.
How is your confidence? Do you believe that you are capable of doing great things? Do you believe that you have a purpose, that you are doing all things that can to achieve your purpose?
To be unstoppable, choose to be confident. You can believe in yourself that you can do it.
Also, girls, if you are interested in finding out more about how to build your confidence, develop life skills, work on team building and decisions making, then go to the office and pick up the application for Heart and Soul program.
It will meet after school for about 10 weeks, and at the end, you participate in an amazing 5K run.
Now over to this week's general announcements.
Hi, I'm Blake.
And I'm Deanna. Here are this week's lunch specials. Monday is chicken fajita with refried beans. Tuesday is walking taco with rice and black beans.
Wednesday is oven roasted turkey, mashed potatoes, and a roll. Thursday is dream waffles, sausage, and hash browns. And finally, Friday calzone with California blend veggies. If you want to go to the ski and snowboard trip this week, Friday, turn in your money for the bus to Mrs. Richardson by lunch on Thursday.
The high school is having a special service project called World Cares to help support our armed forces serving in Afghanistan. They are collecting toothbrushes, toothpaste, dental floss, lip balm, body wash, and batteries.
Items can be dropped off in the office. The Purple Power fundraiser against cancer is February 5. Order forms for the t-shirts are in the office.
Last week we talked about maybe making some positive choices and getting active and eating right.
Another good choice may be to put some limits on our social media.
Have you ever thought about how much time you spend on social media? The concern is that many spend too much time, so much that is social media really that social?
Is spending time by yourself, texting, posting on sites, and checking others' posts really that social?
The definition of social is relating to others. Have we become too dependent on socializing this way that we are losing on true communication with others? And by true communication, we mean that you actually talk to each other in person?
A group did a special report on the effects of social media, especially when it comes to us teens. Let's watch.
Today's story, how are teens being affected by social media? Social media is a way to connect with friends and is fun. But what are the harmful effects? Here is Cody with more.
Miss Postma teaches technology and video productions. They talk about media and its effects on teens. What are some of the effects of social media on teens?
You're communicating through texting and you're using words, and when you actually communicate, communication is mostly done through your tone of voice and body language. So when you're texting and you're communicating with just words, you're losing out on a lot of that communication, and maybe they're not learning to communicate in real life because they're communicating using these devices. Another effect of social media on teens is that if, again, they're not being monitored by parents, is that they could be posting things that are inappropriate, and unfortunately a lot of that stuff can never get deleted because somebody could see it and they could take a screenshot of it and then it could be passed on. So even though you think it's deleted, it might not be deleted. So the effect of teens is that they're going to have consequences, like they're going to have drama in their friendships maybe, and there's going to be consequences. They might get in trouble for some of the things that they do. They might lose friends. So yeah, there's lots of consequences for the things they might post. It might cause some teens anxiety. Am I missing out on something? You know, having to check it all the time. I know even for myself, I hate seeing those little numbers, like I have an unread email or an unread this, and so I feel like I have to check it all the time.
As a parent, what are some concerns for teens on social media?
In the next 2 years, I'll have 3 teenagers, and that is kind of scary. My kids aren't doing a lot with social media right now, but they are kind of getting a little bit more into it, and it concerns me because I don't think kids do things without thinking, like maybe writing something, and I think sometimes kids feel more comfortable maybe writing it because it's not like you're being mean in person, so they might feel more comfortable writing something that's not nice, and you know, that concerns me because that stuff, like I said before, is permanent. One of my big concerns right now, and it's not really with social media, but just with screen time, is that, you know, my kids want to play video games. They want to, you know, play this game on the computer. And it's just, you need to make sure you're monitoring the amount of time you're spending on it. You know, I know myself, I go to check an email. I meant to maybe email somebody about something, but then I check an email. It makes me think about that, and then I go to that. And so social media is distracting, so it might distract them from doing the things that they need to do, like homework, or getting outside and, you know, getting some fresh air. So I think social media can take up a lot of time if you're not really paying attention to what you're doing. So those are my main concerns as a parent.
What suggestions do you have for students to use social media positively?
So my very first suggestion, which is probably the best, is to always just think before you write something. Just make sure that whatever you write, you know, you would be okay with your parent reading that, with a teacher reading it. You know, make sure that you think before you write something. And then these are a couple of suggestions actually more for parents, but parents should be communicating with their kids about social media. Parents should be modeling the appropriate ways to use social media and helping their kids to set limits. And then the other thing is, try to find a time where you just put the social media away, either like when you go on vacation, just get rid of it, putting away the cell phone. Even myself, I need to do that because it's important to make sure you're focusing on relationships that involve real communication, talking to real people, not talking via a device.
Surveyed approximately 110 7th and 8th grade Harbor Lights students to find out how they use social media. Here's Larry with the results.
17% of our students surveyed don't use social media at all. Most surveyed students check social media just to see what their friends are up to. How do you feel social media becomes an addiction for some teens? How does social media distract you?
Our survey showed that students check their social media up to 5 times a day. Why is that?
I'm pretty sure they check their social media to see if they have any new updates or friends.
How have you seen teens use social media to cyberbully each other?
By commenting below their photo how they look and what they don't like about them.
How have you seen teens use social media to exclude others?
They'll use like group chats and not add people that they don't like into the group.
CNN recently did a 2-year study on teens' use of social media. Here are some of their results.
Sometimes I'll catch myself like going on my social media way too much.
We asked about 20 teens in our study to send us videos responding to questions about the power of social media in their lives.
It's just a need. I need to.
Even when I'm hanging out with people, I still check my phone a lot because, the one thing I want to do is miss out on something.
21% say,
I want to make sure no one is saying mean things about me.
36% say,
I want to see if my friends are doing things without me.
Watch CNN's full report of Being 13 to find out how some teens are being affected by social media and suggestions to use social media in a positive way. Being healthy involves a good balance, so maybe it's time for you to go on a social media diet. Thanks for watching our report on social media.
If you are interested in learning more about this topic, you can watch Anderson Cooper's report called Being 13.
Now over to sports.
Hi, I'm Meg.
And I'm Ryan. Girls basketball tryouts start this week, and boys swim and dive starts today, as well as boys wrestling.
Athletics is such a great way to stay active, support your school, and meet new friends.
Athletics have lots of great benefits, and here are some coaches to tell you why you should be participating in a sport.
Well, I think a big part of school sports are like sort of teamwork and discipline. I think those really come into play. Of course, it's fun, for students to be able to participate, but we call them educational athletics because there is learning taking place, and that teamwork makes the dream work. That's a huge part of, working together and sacrificing for an individual goal, team goal as one, so that hard work day after day and being disciplined and committed to that, I think that's a very big part of school sports also. Students need to be eligible. That's why we call them student athletes. So eligibility means passing your classes, but I think the part that maybe gets overlooked or that people don't realize is research has shown that students who are involved with educational athletics, school sports teams, actually do better in their academics. They do better with grades and their schoolwork. And I think that's because of the time management. Students who know they have practice every day, know that they're going to have to use their time well, after practice, in school and in class, and to get their homework and studying done in order to be successful in the classroom. And that's a big part of being a student athlete, that success in the classroom.
Being involved in school extracurriculars is really important. So even if sports aren't your thing, there are many other clubs to join, including BBYA, Science Olympiad, Honors Choir, Cultural Works, Calling Out Colors, Ski Club, and more.
Thanks so much for watching Fifth Hour's final show.
Have a great week.
Said I would. Called me the itty bitty train that could. Said I would never ever make it out the hood. Look at me now, everything all good. Body real healthy, hope y'all feel me. DOC called me, hip hop heal me. The fact that I finally achieved everything I want to. I believe in world peace. One day all the hating gon' cease. No more bullying at school. Time for us to be cool, let love increase.